Welcome to our video series, Conceptual Relationships of Words in the English Language. In this series, we present English vocabulary in a structured and hierarchical manner. Each video showcases a range of terms and their corresponding definitions, presented in an organized sequence from broader concepts to more specific details. The series is divided into playlists, videos, and sections, each delving into distinct aspects of the English language. To get the most out of these videos, here are some of the suggested uses. We will be using WordNet as our primary reference throughout the series. For detailed information about WordNet, please visit the official WordNet website. If you're new to our channel, we recommend starting with our introductory videos. They provide essential context for understanding our approach, purpose, and methodology. For simpler navigation, we presented an outline of the terms and relationships in one of these introductory videos. Remember to show your support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. In this episode, we will explore visual properties. It will cover properties such as light, color, and other visual properties. This video is part of the playlist attribute. Attribute playlist is one of two playlists devoted for the conceptual domain attribute. Attributes are linguistic elements that serve as modifiers to provide descriptive information about another word. They convey qualities, characteristics, or properties associated with the entities they modify, enriching the meaning and context of the expression. Section 1. In this section we will explore properties related to light such as brightness.
Property. Property.
A basic or essential attribute shared by all members of a class.
The study of the physical properties of atomic particles.
Visual property. Visual property.
An attribute of vision.
Light. Light.
The visual effect of illumination on objects or scenes is created in pictures.
He could paint the lightest light and the darkest dark.
Aura. Aura.
An indication of radiant light drawn around the head of a saint.
Brightness. Brightness.
The location of a visual perception along a continuum from black to white.
Dazzle. Dazzle.
Brightness enough to blind partially and temporarily.
Flash. Flash.
A momentary brightness.
Glare. Glare.
A light within the field of vision that is brighter than the brightness to which the eyes are adapted.
The glare of sunlight.
Glint. Glint.
A spatially localized brightness.
Glitter. Glitter.
The quality of shining with a bright reflected light.
Luster. Luster.
A quality that outshines the usual.
Opalescence. Opalescence.
The visual property of something having a milky brightness and a play of colors from the surface.
Radiance. Radiance.
The quality of being bright and sending out rays of light.
Gleam. Gleam.
An appearance of reflected light.
Polish. Polish.
The property of being smooth and shiny.
French Polish. French Polish.
The glaze produced by repeated applications of French polished shellac.
Glaze. Glaze.
A glossy finish on a fabric.
Shininess. Shininess.
The visual property of something that shines with reflected light.
Highlight. Highlight.
An area of lightness in a picture.
Sunniness. Sunniness.
Lightness created by sunlight.
Cloudlessness. Cloudlessness.
The lightness of a sunny day when there are no clouds in the sky. Section 2. In this section we will explore some miscellaneous visual properties.
Color property. Color property.
An attribute of color.
Hue. Hue.
The quality of a color is determined by its dominant wavelength.
Paleness. Paleness.
Being deficient in color.
Saturation. Saturation.
Chromatic purity. Freedom from dilution with white and hence vivid in hue.
Value. Value.
Relative darkness or lightness of a color. Zhou Lo.
I established the colors and principal values by organizing the painting into 3 values: dark, medium, and light.
Darkness. Darkness.
Having a dark or somber color.
Lightness. Lightness.
Having a light color.
Colorlessness. Colorlessness.
The visual property of being without chromatic color.
Achromia. Achromia.
An absence of normal pigmentation, especially in the skin, as in albinism, or in red blood cells.
Dullness. Dullness.
A lack of visual brightness.
The brightness of the orange sky was reflected in the dullness of the orange sea.
Dimness. Dimness.
The property of lights or sounds that lack brilliance or are reduced in intensity.
Flatness. Flatness.
The property of having little or no contrast, lacking highlights or gloss.
Softness. Softness.
A visual property that is subdued and free from brilliance or glare.
The softness of the morning sky.
Texture. Texture.
The characteristic appearance of a surface having a tactile quality.
Grain. Grain.
The direction, texture, or pattern of fibers found in wood or leather or stone or in a woven fabric.
Saw the board across the grain.
Graining. Graining.
A texture like that of wood.
Wood grain. Wood grain.
Texture produced by the fibers in wood.
Marbleization. Marbleization.
A texture like that of marble. Section 3. In this section we will explore some miscellaneous properties related to color.
Color. Color.
A visual attribute of things that results from the light they emit or transmit or reflect.
A white color is made up of many different wavelengths of light.
Coloration. Coloration.
Appearance with regard to color.
For healthy coloration.
Pigmentation. Pigmentation.
Coloration of living tissues by pigment.
Chromatism. Chromatism.
Abnormal pigmentation.
Melanoderma. Melanoderma.
Abnormally dark skin caused by increased deposits of melatonin.
Depigmentation. Depigmentation.
Absence or loss of pigmentation, or less than normal pigmentation, in the skin or hair.
Poliosis. Poliosis.
Loss of color from the hair.
Hair coloring. Hair coloring.
Coloring of the hair.
Her hair coloring was unusual, a very pale gold.
Protective coloration. Protective coloration.
Coloration making an organism less visible or attractive to predators.
Apathetic coloration. Apathetic coloration.
Coloring serving as natural camouflage.
Aposematic coloration. Aposematic coloration.
Conspicuous coloration or markings of an animal serving to warn off predators.
The Sphinx aposematic coloration.
Cryptic coloration. Cryptic coloration.
Coloring that conceals or disguises an animal's shape.
Complexion. Complexion.
The coloring of a person's face.
Darkness. Darkness.
A swarthy complexion.
Lividness. Lividness.
Unnatural lack of color in the skin, as from bruising or sickness or emotional distress.
Paleness. Paleness.
The property of having a naturally light complexion.
Ruddiness. Ruddiness.
A healthy reddish complexion.
Sallowness. Sallowness.
A sickly yellowish skin color.
Tawniness. Tawniness.
The quality or state of being the color of tanned leather.
The tawniness of his complexion.
Whiteness. Whiteness.
Lightness or fairness of complexion.
Only the whiteness of her cheeks gave any indication of the stress from which she was suffering.
Heather mixture. Heather mixture.
Interwoven yarns of mixed colors producing muted grayish shades with flecks of color.
Model. Model.
An irregular arrangement of patches of color.
It was not dull gray as distance had suggested, but a model of khaki and black and olive green.
Non-solid color. Non-solid color.
A color produced by a pattern of differently colored dots that together simulate the desired color.
Primary color. Primary color.
Any of three colors from which all others can be obtained by mixing.
Primary color for light. Primary color for light.
Any of three primary colors of light from which all colors can be obtained by additive mixing.
The primary colors for light are red, blue, and green.
Primary subtractive color for light. Primary subtractive color for light.
Any of the three colors that give the primary colors for light after subtraction from white light.
The primary subtractive colors for light are magenta, cyan, and yellow.
Primary color for pigments. Primary color for pigments.
Any of three pigments from which all colors can be obtained by mixing.
The primary colors for pigments are red, blue, and yellow.
Shade. Shade.
A quality of a given color that differs slightly from another color.
After several trials, he mixed the shade of pink that she wanted.
Mellowness. Mellowness.
A soft shade of a color.
The mellowness of light and shade not attainable in marble.
Richness. Richness.
A strong deep vividness of hue.
The firelight gave a richness of coloring to that side of the room.
Undertone. Undertone.
A pale or subdued color. Section 4. In this section we will explore achromatic colors black, gray and white.
Achromatic color. Achromatic color.
A color lacking hue, white or gray or black.
Black. Black.
The quality or state of the achromatic color of least lightness, bearing the least resemblance to white.
Coal black. Coal black.
A very dark black.
Gray. Gray.
A neutral achromatic color midway between white and black.
Ash gray. Ash gray.
A light shade of gray.
Charcoal. Charcoal.
A very dark gray color.
Dapple gray. Dapple gray.
Gray with a mottled pattern of darker gray markings.
Iron blue. Iron blue.
Slightly purplish or bluish dark gray.
Iron gray. Iron gray.
The color of freshly broken cast iron.
Tattletale gray. Tattletale gray.
A grayish white.
White. White.
The quality or state of the achromatic color of greatest lightness, bearing the least resemblance to black.
Alabaster. Alabaster.
A very light white.
Bleach. Bleach.
The whiteness that results from removing the color from something.
The complete bleach usually requires several applications.
Bone. Bone.
A shade of white, the color of bleached bones.
Chalk. Chalk.
A pure flat white with little reflectance.
Frostiness. Frostiness.
A silvery white color. Section 5. In this section we will explore chromatic primary colors red, yellow and blue.
Chromatic color. Chromatic color.
A color that has hue.
Blue. Blue.
Blue color or pigment, resembling the color of the clear sky in the daytime.
He had eyes of bright blue.
Azure. Azure.
A light shade of blue.
Dark blue. Dark blue.
A dark shade of blue.
Greenish blue. Greenish blue.
A shade of blue tinged with green.
Powder blue. Powder blue.
A pale blue color with gray in it.
Prussian blue. Prussian blue.
A dark greenish blue color.
Purplish blue. Purplish blue.
A shade of blue tinged with purple.
Steel blue. Steel blue.
A grayish blue color.
Ultramarine. Ultramarine.
A vivid blue to purple blue color.
Red. Red.
Red color or pigment, the chromatic color resembling the hue of blood.
Cardinal. Cardinal.
A variable color averaging a vivid red.
Ceres. Ceres.
A red the color of ripe cherries.
Chrome red. Chrome red.
A red pigment used in paints, basic lead chromate.
Crimson. Crimson.
A deep and vivid red color.
Dark red. Dark red.
A red color that reflects little light.
Burgundy. Burgundy.
A dark purplish red to blackish red color.
Claret. Claret.
A dark purplish red color.
Ox-blued red. Ox-blued red.
A dark brownish red color.
Wine. Wine.
A red as dark as red wine.
Purplish red. Purplish red.
A red with a tinge of purple.
Fuchsia. Fuchsia.
A dark purplish red color.
Magenta. Magenta.
A primary subtractive color for light, a dark purple red color. The dye for magenta was discovered in 1859, the year of the Battle of Magenta.
Maroon. Maroon.
A dark purplish red to dark brownish red color.
Sanguine. Sanguine.
A blood red color.
Scarlet. Scarlet.
A variable color that is vivid red, but sometimes with an orange tinge.
Turkey red. Turkey red.
A bright orange-red color produced in cotton cloth with alizarin dye.
Yellow. Yellow.
Yellow color or pigment, the chromatic color resembling the hue of sunflowers or ripe lemons.
Amber. Amber.
A deep yellow color.
An amber light illuminated the room.
Brownish yellow. Brownish yellow.
A yellow color of low lightness with a brownish tinge.
Canary yellow. Canary yellow.
A moderate yellow with a greenish tinge.
Gambage. Gambage.
A strong yellow color.
Greenish yellow. Greenish yellow.
A shade of yellow tinged with green.
Old gold. Old gold.
A dark yellow.
Orange yellow. Orange yellow.
A shade of yellow tinged with orange.
Attr. Attr.
A moderate yellow-orange to orange color.
Pale yellow. Pale yellow.
A variable yellow tint, dull yellow, often diluted with white. Section 6. In this section we will explore chromatic secondary colors green, orange and purple.
Green. Green.
Green color or pigment, resembling the color of growing grass.
Bluish green. Bluish green.
A blue-green color or pigment.
They painted it a light shade of bluish green.
Cyan. Cyan.
A primary subtractive color for light, has a blue-green color.
Bottle green. Bottle green.
Dark to moderate or grayish green.
Chrome green. Chrome green.
A brilliant green color.
Emerald. Emerald.
The green color of an emerald.
Greenishness. Greenishness.
The property of being somewhat green.
Jade green. Jade green.
A light green color varying from bluish green to yellowish green.
Olive green. Olive green.
A color that is lighter and greener than olive.
Sage green. Sage green.
The color of sage leaves.
Sea green. Sea green.
The property of a moderate green color resembling the waters of the sea.
Yellow green. Yellow green.
A shade of green tinged with yellow.
Orange. Orange.
Orange color or pigment, any of a range of colors between red and yellow.
Reddish orange. Reddish orange.
An orange color closer to red than to yellow.
Tangerine. Tangerine.
A reddish to vivid orange color.
Purple. Purple.
A purple color or pigment.
Lavender. Lavender.
A pale purple color.
Mauve. Mauve.
A moderate purple.
Reddish purple. Reddish purple.
A shade of purple tinged with red.
Tyrian purple. Tyrian purple.
A vivid purplish red color.
Violet. Violet.
A variable color that lies beyond blue in the spectrum.
Indigo. Indigo.
A blue-violet color. Section 7. In this section we will explore chromatic color brown.
Brown. Brown.
An orange of low brightness in saturation.
Chestnut. Chestnut.
The brown color of chestnuts.
Chocolate. Chocolate.
A medium brown to dark brown color.
Hazel. Hazel.
A shade of brown that is yellowish or reddish. It is a greenish shade of brown when used to describe the color of someone's eyes.
Light brown. Light brown.
A brown that is light but unsaturated.
Beige. Beige.
A very light brown.
Dun. Dun.
A color or pigment varying around a light gray-brown color.
She wore done.
Tan. Tan.
A light brown the color of topaz.
Matcha. Matcha.
A dark brown color.
Olive brown. Olive brown.
A shade of brown tinged with green.
Puce. Puce.
A color varying from dark purplish brown to dark red.
Reddish brown. Reddish brown.
A shade of brown with a tinge of red.
Brick red. Brick red.
A bright reddish brown color.
Copper. Copper.
A reddish brown color resembling the color of polished copper.
Indian red. Indian red.
A reddish brown color resembling the red soil used as body paint by American Indians.
Taupe. Taupe.
A grayish brown.
Van Dyck brown. Van Dyck brown.
A moderate brown color.
Yellowish brown. Yellowish brown.
A medium to dark tan color.
Snuff color. Snuff color.
Dark yellowish brown. Section 8. In this section we will explore other chromatic colors.
Blonde. Blonde.
A light grayish yellow to near white.
olive, olive,
A yellow-green color of low brightness in saturation.
olive drab, olive drab,
A dull grayish to yellowish or light olive brown.
pastel, pastel,
Any of various pale or light colors.
pink, pink,
A light shade of red.
carnation, carnation,
A pink or reddish pink color.
coral, coral,
A variable color averaging a deep pink.
pinkness, pinkness,
The quality of being pink.
rose, rose,
A dusty pink color.
old rose, old rose,
A grayish pink color.
solferino, solferino,
A pink dye that was discovered in 1859, the year a battle was fought at Solferino.
yellowish pink, yellowish pink,
A shade of pink tinged with yellow.
salmon, salmon,
A pale pinkish orange color.
complementary color, complementary color,
Either one of two chromatic colors that when mixed together give white, in the case of lights, or gray, in the case of pigments.
Yellow and blue are complementaries.
End of episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. In the next episode, we will present attribution.